Hi, I'm Goddess Rosie Reed, and you're watching Orgasm Central TV.
So how'd you get started in this industry?
I got started because I saw, I think this was years ago on Tumblr, this girl was, posting, and I saw she posted a link to Chatterbait. And so I clicked on it and I saw the cam girls and all this stuff, and I was just like, what is this? So it kind of piqued my interest. And once I looked more into what the actual site was and what people were doing, it was something I was interested in doing. So yeah, I started as a cam girl actually, and eventually I found out about making fetish clips through another cam girl on the site.
And what do you love most about your work?
I love the creativity aspects of it, being able to make pretty much whatever I want, based off of customer demand, of course, but just using my creativity, the freedom of time I have to pretty much do what I want, the money, I get to travel, I get to meet very open-minded and like-minded people, and yeah, it's been great. It's been really fun being in this industry.
So and what was your favorite scene to shoot?
Oh goodness. So I pretty much self-produce the majority of my work. I mean, all of it really,
Yeah.
even when I'm working with others. So thinking of one in particular that I really like shooting, it was this vor video, and I basically was playing like a mad scientist and a therapist, and so I was able to create like different settings, and it was really fun making that video and like doing the different angles and stuff. That was early on in my career, but I always remember that video and how excited I was to make the lab and make the scene for the therapist and the different effects and having to have the cameraman do certain things to get the effect that I wanted. That was a really cool video to shoot.
So you had a lab coat and everything? Or
I
goggles?
think I did wear a lab coat. Yeah. I think I did get one off Amazon or something.
And that was a custom requested clip?
No, that's a clip I came up with completely on my own.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
So what studios are you dying to shoot with?
I can't really say, because I'm so focused on like making my own stuff. So I don't really look into studios and stuff like that. I'm not like on that side of the industry too much.
Oh,
I just kind of focus on my brand and stuff like that.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, independence is great.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
But here's one of those long-winded questions. According to the 2022 Free Speech Coalition, 46% of adult workers have been restricted on services like PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. 36% of adult performers have lost at least one bank account. 55 have been denied insurance because of their background, and 50% have been denied a loan because of sex work. What do you think of those stats?
I'm definitely well aware of these things because I hear about them on social media, especially all the time. And I'm a member of the XBiz forum. So, I see that time and time again. And on that forum in particular, there's more professionals as far as like lawyers that work in the entertainment industry or, executives and stuff like that. So they could give a more nuanced perspective to where I could kind of get a better idea of what exactly is going on. It definitely is discrimination. It definitely is a problem. It is something, as far as I know, is being addressed in the Senate, I want to say. I'm not too sure. But some government officials are aware of it, and it's conversations that are being had. I mean, is it okay? No, but the reality is that we do have to constantly work around things, especially in this industry that is heavily stigmatized. And you just have to do the best that you can. I try myself personally to work with reputable sites, especially the clip stores that I work with that have some kind of relationship where they're able to process payments, and send me my check every month. So um, people just have to do the best that they can. And also, like you asking this question is good because it does bring awareness and something that hopefully, someone in a better position can advocate for us in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to a few girls. Some of them said that those stats were actually just bullshit because a lot of it goes unreported.
I imagine so.
So I mean, there's that, but and what can people do to help sex workers though?
Oh, so when you say that, because I feel that there is a little division in the sex work term because there's people that do it in person, which I think is more heavily stigmatized. And I feel like what I'm doing may not be as much so. Does that make sense? So when you say to help sex workers, like you just want my personal opinion, or
Yeah,
it's such a complicated question, I feel like.
Yeah, I was just asking for a personal. I know, like, because you're not you specialize in fetish type
Yeah,
things. Like, I
just
know,
making content. Yeah.
yeah, I know, because you haven't shot with Brazzers or Bang Bros or anything.
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
No,
right,
no, no pro stuff.
right, okay. So just like, because I've gotten a lot of different answers, like, oh, they can buy their porn, buy gifts, or just like treat us with some respect or something like that. I've gotten a lot of answers like that from other women.
Okay. I mean, I feel like, if they're their fan, they're gonna do that anyway. People that are interested in our services are going to support through the ways we want them to. They're going to buy clips. Some will actually go farther and buy gifts and, give money and extra things like that. So I guess in a more idealistic, talking about society way and how people should just view sex, period, in more natural ways. I feel like a lot of people's views about sex and things like that are very unnatural because we're humans. We engage in these things. This is how we come here. There's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with having a fetish, provided you're not harming anyone and doing any of this stuff, unless they want to be.
Yeah,
So I guess
consensually.
you know, I would like to see people become more comfortable with their sexuality, but also it is a very private thing. So we're the people to come to if you want to express yourself in that way and have your fantasies fulfilled as best they can.
Well, yeah, but also like you guys still you're a human too, and you still have your hard limits.
Yeah, so and if yeah, if you're worth your salt in being a sex worker, then you will make those known
Right.
to your customers, shouldn't do anything forced.
But I mean, I've technically been talking to women like yourself since 2020.
Nice.
I've been working I was working for this, well, not for this. I was working at a sorry, brain
No
fart.
problem.
I was working on a documentary for sex
Oh,
workers.
nice.
Yeah, it's like it was about 3 hours long too. And
Wow. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and I was talking like different girls, different women, just like well, women, obviously, they're 18 and up. Just
Yeah.
talking to any girls. But I just want to make that clear that they
Yes.
were all
18 and
all consenting adults, okay?
exactly.
But yeah, like I mean, I just remember talking to some women like last year, and I told them I wasn't into feet, and now I'm kind of into feet.
Hmm.
Like, oh, I don't know. I guess like. fetishes evolve and stuff like that, which is why I like the industry so much.
Yeah, true. I mean, you look quite young to me. What are you in your 20s? Or
27.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, as you grow up and mature, you'll get it, and as you're exposed to different things, it's all about experimentation as well. Like, and I think that's the beauty of these fetish sites because now you can see every single little thing that anyone has ever thought of, like, and is a fetish. And that might be something that you discover you're into. Discover something new about yourself, a different side. And you're not just a simple man. You're a very complex human being. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Thanks for saying man too. I know I've talked to a lot of women that they kind of start infantilizing me because I look so young. That's cute at first, but then I'm like, okay, that's kind of annoying because it's like some of these women don't take me as seriously.
Yeah, I
But
understand that.
I get
I think that's just the curse of old and young. Like we always had that. Like when you're talking to like I don't, your parents or something or an older person and it seems like they're listening, but they're not. They're just like, okay, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Now go get me a beer, Richard.
Exactly.
But what makes you stand out in this industry?
What makes me stand out? I mean, obviously my look, freckles, you don't see a lot of, I haven't come across a lot of people with at least my amount of freckles. A lot of people like the way I speak and especially like when I get really close to the camera, I won't do it here to freak people out, but they like that. I think what else makes me unique? My consistency. Not many people in this industry stay that long. I mean, because they have different reasons why they enter and exit and all this stuff. But um, this is an industry that I've grown to care about, that I keeps me stimulated. It feeds my creativity. It feeds my interest in things I want to do, how I want to express myself. So I went off somewhere else with that, but yeah. Those are basically the things
Yeah.
that make me me, and they love it.
Yeah. But how do you want people to remember you in the industry?
I don't want the. Okay, so you mean like my peers and stuff, or do you mean my fans?
Peers, fans, people, yeah.
Um, so I'll just talk about my fans because that's always the focus, right? I I want them to remember me for how I make them feel, and my point is to get them to relax and actually just enjoy being a certain way or acting a certain way or just experiencing something in a certain way that maybe other people don't understand about them, but it's okay to engage in these things and have your private time and feel comfortable. So I guess I want to leave them with a feeling of that, like, maybe people don't understand you, maybe, you know, no one can get why you're into this. Maybe I don't even get it, but I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to entertain and make sure you feel good and happy and that you come back. So, yeah, I want to leave them with that feeling. And that's what I hope they remember. Good times.
But where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
I'm still there. I mean, still doing this because it's something I enjoy doing and something I feel like I can do until I'm old. There's literally old people in this industry. Um, and I want to, do other things in my life too. Like I'm into gardening, I want to buy property, adult stuff like that. Just enjoy. Uh, Hopefully the future is promising for us all. I mean, it is, but You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully things go well and we can all enjoy and just live life. That's mostly what I want to do. Live life, enjoy, have fun, and just be myself.